Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee here of Inner City Press in Foley Square. We're covering all the cases, but yesterday the Sean Combs docket jumped off. On Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, Monday, at least 6 cases were filed against Sean Combs by various does. I believe at least 3 male does, and they were each assigned on Tuesday, yesterday, to different SDNY judges. And then the differences started to appear. One judge signed the subpoenas after a dispute about whether a party name could be capitalized. Signed the subpoenas and the case is on. Another judge said to proceed with a pseudonym, you have to make a motion, and he gave until, that's Judge Lyman, he gave until October 22nd for the motion to be filed, or he would dismiss the case. A third judge, Judge Reardon, said, no, this should have been filed as a miscellaneous case, and I'm dismissing it, so it can be refiled as such. Now, whether this slows things down, it seems like the various does are in a different position, at least at the starting gate. Whether it should have all been assigned to one judge, I don't know. Why the Busby firm filed it in this way, I don't know. I have seen litigation around proceeding with a pseudonym, although it's often done. There are a number of Doe versus Indike, which is the executor for Epstein cases. So we'll be covering that. Not surprisingly, but notably, the criminal lawyer for Combs filed a letter with Judge Subramanian saying that they want a disclosure of all victim names, listing these civil cases, basically saying, although it's not part of the indictment, that the prosecutors are clearly in contact with these does and they want the names. So it ends up with the weird effect of the judge. I don't know. Is there one rule? Who can say? Who can say? A variant of this is another case that we're covering here. Sam Bankman-Fried, obviously, we're covering. And he asked for and got the permission to stay in MDC Brooklyn while he appeals behind me to the Second Circuit. Well, Urbina Soto, a Honduras narco in the case of Juan Orlando Hernandez, also asked to stay in the MDC while he's appealing his sentence, and he was yesterday denied that. So could be that the profile, could be the health. The right to proceed synonymously, though, I think that we're going to be learning in coming days what the standard is and what's going to at least happen in the first stage of these Doe cases. So we're all over that. Obviously, Eric Adams, we're waiting for the next indictment here, the Trump docket, but for right now, the Sean Combs docket is unbelievable, as is the UN corruption docket. Yesterday we covered basically they've stopped doing, or at least speaking about, anything where they're raising money for in Africa. It's all trying to CYA about their underperformance in both Gaza and Lebanon. But we push to get back in because we have questions to ask that are just not being asked and not being answered. Inner City Press, to be continued.